what's happening, everybody? This is Royce from Pedal and Metal. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at Hot Wheels 50th Anniversary Favorite Set. And this is Wave B, and is from the case FLF 35-956B, as you can see in the background. And this is car number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 of the 10 car sets, or I should say the 10 vehicles that they will be offering here in the year 2018. We will start from the left of the screen. Number 6 out of 10 is the Volkswagen Drag Bus. Number 7 is the 1978 Dodge Little Red Express truck. Number 8 is the 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser. Number 9 out of the 10 is the 69 Camaro. And number 10 out of the 10 is the 1965 Ford Galaxie. None of these castings are new. These are all repaints, but they do look really nice from my initial impression of them. Pulling them out of the case, they look pretty nice. A little bit nicer than they looked in the photos I had seen prior. For whatever reason, I had a tough time getting this set. I wanted, you know, a little cry out on Instagram, and my usual avenues I go through to procure some of these sets, nothing. I couldn't turn up anything, and none of my local stores had them. So here on the East Coast, I'm in Pennsylvania, that is in North America, United States. For whatever reason, where I live here, it's really difficult to get some of these sets. So unfortunately, I ended up once again having to go through eBay, and I paid a lot of money for these 5 vehicles just to bring them to you guys, so we can review them, talk about them, spin them around, crack them open and whatnot. So we're going to get started here, and we'll start with the Drag Bus. Really nothing to see on the back of the pack there, but there it is. There's the Drag Bus, and we will, it's got a rubber band on. Okay, well, we'll take a look at that closer then. Here's the one that's probably the most popular, I would say, out of this series so far. This 5 anyway would be the Gasser. It's just cool. It's really cool to be able to see these in person and open them up is quite thrilling for me personally. The Camaro actually looks a little bit better than I thought it from the photos I had seen. I didn't care much for the yellow initially from what I saw in the photos. And the other one, I would say the second most popular out of this set is, well, probably close tie, I would say, with the Dodge truck. Okay, here we have the Volkswagen Drag Bus. Now this is, I would say this is one of their, it is a very popular top casting, and it's sold really well over the years for Hot Wheels. So there's no denying that there is a huge amount of appeal for collectors to get another variant of this one. So this one, I definitely can understand why they chose this casting. There's a few other castings in the line that I kind of question, but anyway. So we'll go ahead here and take a look at it. This one opens up much like the other ones that we have seen in the past. The hinge is plastic on it, so you gotta be very careful. It features a purple roll cage in there. And this is very heavy. It's all over metal. If you're not familiar with the Real Riders series of cars from Hot Wheels, they have the rubber tires, or synthetic rubber tires I should say, nicer rims and a metal base. I think they did a fairly decent job on this one. Tampos look pretty cool. It's features the raw metal look, Zamac I guess you want to say, and it doesn't, the body kind of fits weird on. I don't know, maybe I don't have that on there right, but not too shabby. Here's, I just happen to have laying nearby the 30th one marked 30 on it. This one I want to open up in an upcoming video. I have a whole bunch of Hot Wheels I want to open up. This one I think looks pretty cool with the red line tires. But it's the exact same casting. I just happen to have it laying nearby. Alright, so that's the Volkswagen Drag Bus, the 50th anniversary favorites Wave B set. So we'll go ahead here and we'll take a look at the next one. Number 7 out of the set of 10 is the 78 Dodge Little Red Express truck. This is also, as I had stated earlier, this is not a new casting. I believe you could get this in about 6 or 7 different color variants. I believe there was a couple flamed ones. Just even today I had seen a light blue one on the shelf there at the Five Below store. So this is not a new one by any means. This is probably the most realistic rendition they had done of this truck up to date, up to today I should say. And it's really well done in person. It's the only disappointment to me would be the gray exhaust stacks. Looks kind of cheap. I wish they could have done something a little nicer with them, either in like at least a chrome plastic instead of that gray. That really ruins it for me personally, but I think they did a very admirable job, and we'll take a look here and I'll show you why I think they did a good job. The wheel choice, I personally have not seen those wheels. One of you guys could probably tell me if they're new or not. Some of you guys are really up on all the wheels. They are absolutely perfect though to the original slot wheels that came on the truck. I don't think they ever offered it in this burgundy color, but it looks really attractive. It's just kind of like a candy apple red. The wood grain tampo in the back looks great. You can see little silver bolt heads there. I believe that's all in the tampo. And if I should probably get my loop out and see, but I believe it says Adventure or something up here on the fender. I forget what they said. When I was a kid, I remember these did not sell very well. I believe they were a flop, pretty much, the truck. And, you know, of course, everything in that time period was bogged down with so much smog equipment that I think this was probably like 140 some horsepower, much like, you know, Mustangs and other vehicles of that time period. It was a real turd, basically. But now I think they're, you know, it's kind of more of sought after vehicle. But it's very interesting. It even has the wood grain on the tail end. But I think they did a pretty good job with this. The tampos look great on it, the little logo on the doors. It's the front end looks great. The black grill slots are all, I don't know if that's paint or tampo. I'm not sure exactly how they do that for their process, but it looks really well. It looks well done. Very nice. Seems to roll fairly nice. Paint job's pretty decent on it, but like I said, the only disappointment with, I think, is the gray stacks. I think they could have done a little bit nicer job with that, but otherwise It's a lot nicer out of the pack and in person than I thought it was going to be. So we'll move on to the next one. Okay, this is number 8 out of 10. This is the 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser. As many of you know that follow Instagram and other social media outlets, this is probably one of the most popular Hot Wheels castings, and I would have to say almost of all time. It has picked up momentum, much like the Datsun wagon and some of the other Datsun vehicles. This thing has taken off and it's soared, and it's crazy, and it does not disappoint. This one out of the pack and in person, in the pack even, it's a stunner. Absolutely beautiful, gorgeous car. I'm not a huge Gasser fan personally, but this is probably my favorite out of the set, or one of my favorites, and it is beautiful. It really is. And I think this time around it's going to give a lot more people an opportunity to purchase one of these at a reasonable price when you find one. And I think hopefully I'm hoping everybody will be able to find. I don't think it's going to be quite a peg warmer, but I think it's going to be a little more accessible to a majority of people who are not able to stop in their stores constantly like some people do. And we'll stop it here and take a look at it, but it's gorgeous. It really is. The tampos on it are really well done. The fonts, the lettering placement, the color choices are good as well. I know some people are swapping the glass out. I personally like the yellow glass. It looks more time period correct. I don't know about the windshield being in yellow, but so if you would swap it out, it might be kind of interesting to customize it with a clear front glass and do the rest in the yellow color. But it sort of pretty much matches the roof tampo. And I love the back. I think it says 55, I think, on the back, the black California license plate. Really cool. Paint job's beautiful on it. This one does not disappoint in the least. Really, really cool. So there you go. I'm not going to keep raving too much more on it because I know some of you guys probably hate the car and other guys love it. I like it a lot. I think it's really cool. So there you go. That's the 55 Bel Air Gasser, and it's as the old neighbor guy would say here, lives beside me, it's the cat's meow. It really is. All right, we'll move on to the next one. Car number 9 out of 10 is the 1969 Chevy Camaro, as Foxy barks in the background. Foxy, hush. Shh, I'm filming. Hush. All right, this is car number 9 out of 10, the 1969 Chevy Camaro. And it is kind of a golden yellow with a white Landau roof and white hockey stick stripes. And this one I think looks better in person than what I saw online. I first to admit I ripped on online. I hated it from what I saw online, and I got it here in person, held it in my hands just now, and I like it. I really do. And I think Camaro lovers out there are going to go nuts over it. You may not like the Landau roof on it. That's, you know, something that some people are going to like, some people are not going to like. But it reminds me of, there was a neighbor who lived up the street from me here. A lady had one just like this, and it looked exactly like this car. So I don't know if this is supposed to be a vinyl roof glued onto steel hardtop, or if it's actually supposed to be a convertible. I'd assume it's supposed to be the hardtop. Hers was a yellow with a white vinyl roof. It was a convertible. So I think this is supposed to be like a vinyl roof hardtop. We'll go ahead here and take a look at it up close. The taillights look awesome on. The back end looks incredible on this in person. Hopefully you guys can see how great that looks on camera. This has the silica in the paint. Some people might want to say it's metal flake. I want to say that's more of a silica than metal flake, but it is really, really nice. The paint job it's top notch. This makes me feel a little bit better for what I paid for these. So hopefully everybody can find these in their store for the $5.49 a piece. I think this is just my personal opinion. I think I would have rather liked to have seen the redline tires on this one. That would have just killed it and would have knocked it out of the park, I think. The black walls on this, I don't know. The more I look at it, I think that's anything it needs. Honestly, I mean, it's great as is. Very heavy, nicely made. See, I think you Camaro fans out there are going to go crazy over it, and you should, because it's pretty nice. So there you go. That was car number 9, the 1969 Chevy Camaro. And we'll move on to the last one. This is car number 10 out of 10. This is the 1965 Ford Galaxie. And it is obviously in the Gulf oil livery. And it is awesome. Absolutely awesome in person. Looked good on photos I've seen, but it looks even better in my hands. I like it a lot. This would probably be my second favorite out of the set. First being the Gasser. So this will go right along with all my other Gulf livery vehicles. So we'll go ahead here and shut her down and take a little look at this and discuss it. Prior to this video, I did look on eBay, and there was not as many as I thought on there of the different versions of this 65 Galaxie that they had made prior. The paint is really, really nice on it. Front end, I think the grill work there, it needs a little bit of detailing done to that, but I like the wheel choice. They're just kind of plain Jane looking chromed steel wheels. The tampos all look great, and tampos for the rear tail lamps look good. The other thing you could do, if you just for some minor detailing, would be to take a chrome pen and go over the hood and trunk pins. I think that would really make it pop, which I'll probably do. But that one is really nice. So there you go. Hopefully you guys liked that set, and hopefully this didn't go on too long. And if you like this type of video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and share it and like it and whatnot. And be sure to subscribe and hit the bell. I believe it's the bell up in the right hand corner for more notifications of my videos. I'm getting a whole new internet hookup done this Saturday. Today is Thursday, and hopefully I'll be able to crank out more videos and be able to process everything faster, get things uploaded faster, and because that just made it miserable having a slow internet connection here. So hopefully you guys like this type of video, and I will see you guys soon. All right, talk to you guys later. All right, bye now.